You've been, you've been, you've been, you've been, hey, you've been, hey. Just playing a little bit. I want to talk about R&B music, how it's slowly approaching and how it's slowly coming back. You see that so many artists are starting to come through because majority of the time, hear me out. You been saying that a lot of R&B artists have been slowly coming back, and some have been making a lot of comeback. Now a lot of boy groups, R&B groups, are coming back, and you're starting to see they're slowly coming back. But see, this is the thing. I understand that people are doing trap music. I understand people are getting out there and want to do rap. There's nothing wrong with rap. Hell, shit, I can rap my damn self. 1, 2, 3, can't see me. Let me stop just playing. But whatever you decide to do in any genre of music, make sure you have it all figured out. Because a lot of times people say, well, R&B is dead. No, it's dead for the new children. The new generation, they go steal beats from the old school. And they don't realize how much magic it brought to people like myself. If you were born between the ages, if you were born in the 60s to probably maybe like 80, 81, 83, then you know a little bit about the stylistics, or you grew up with old school classical music, and you know a little bit about, Marvin Gaye and people like that. So you pretty much grew up from, you listening to 90s music, and then I'm going to bring you back on down to 80s R&B music, then some solid soul ballads from 70s, then 60s, and I'm gonna say 50s too, because R&B music was substantial. It was just coming and emerging really in, but R&B music has been forever. Rhythm and blues has been forever, and I think people get the misconception about it because they don't know too much about it. First of all, R&B is not pop. Let's get that twisted. And hear me out. R&B is rhythm and blues. You can even sing about something. Here's what I'm going to break down to y'all. Rhythm and blues stands for blues only, soul. Which means if you only sing about a certain type of thing, then R&B shouldn't be for you. Maybe you need to be a Britney Spears. Maybe you need to be a Beyonce. No offense. I'm just saying. Rhythm and blues is consisted of heartbreak music, love ballads, slow grind, telling a story, really putting it out there, just singing about your pain or something that you've been through, you still going through, or you just want to sing it because you want to put it out there and you're good at what you do. I believe an R&B singer or R&B, person who likes that kind of music, like myself, should sing about the things that they've been through. Because I'm no gimmick. I'll tell you like this, I'm no gimmick. I wouldn't put out a goddamn record and none of this has not happened in my life. People want to see. Here's the thing: when you're doing R&B music, contemporary R&B, rhythm and blues, period, you want those people to feel what you've been through. Classical R&B albums, you want albums to last and be timeless. You want albums to be classical, and you want albums to be timeless. And that's just what you want that to happen. Yeah, that's just pretty much what you wanted to do. I'm going to give you one thing. They were trying to make Whitney Houston be pop. And Whitney Houston, I remember her saying, I'm not pop at all. Why are y'all putting me in this kind of category when I'm soul, I'm R&B, I'm, I want to touch the soul. I'm more of a songstress who I make ballads and I do gospel. And before she passed on, she was just saying, look, don't put me in that category. She's never wanted to be actually put in that category because people got it mixed up when she was like doing I Want to Dance with Somebody, and she was just doing kind of like pop edgy beats. I think Whitney wasn't really writing her songs. That's why people were looking at that in that way. And people really start vibing Whitney even then, and I'm going to say even more when she did the Wait and Exhale soundtrack and when she did the Bodyguard soundtrack. But she's always has been an artist who can, Whitney could just master it all. Let's just be real. So if you out there and you're interested in trying to get your music out there and you're trying to do what I'm doing, and you're trying to be R&B, I'm speaking for those who want to do rhythm and blues. Go ahead, do your thing. Everybody does not sound the same. Everybody has their own flavor of doing it, but everybody is not going to be the Princess and the Beyoncés and the Britney Spears because nobody wants to be under that radar of pop. I mean, that's just, it's a certain kind of fans and mainstream that you would want to get. So if you're rhythm and blues, that's really dope if you like to listen to people like that. They got a new artist by the name of SZA. She came out and she's singing that song, You Say You Got a Girl. She's singing that song. I like it, but the thing with that is it has an R&B edgy tone, but she's also talking about a guy who's, she's talking about some serious shit, but no shade to that. That's just sounding like a side chick who is a good ass song. Don't get it twisted. I like her shit. It just sounded like, oh, you're trying to make me the side chick, and long as I have you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, she could take you one way, I can take you another. Lord mercy. I mean, SZA's a mess. But anyway, she's a great artist. I like her. But anyway, I'm just saying I wouldn't sing because heartbreak. Moving on. I definitely downloaded a few of her songs and I was like, damn. But she can always switch it up. I believe she will. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But R&B is making its way back. Y'all need to be looking out for some other R&B artists that's really bringing it to the table. I'm going to tell you, Keisha Cole, she just came out with a new album. All because you'll say, well, I don't think it's best that people keep making songs like that. Well, if they wasn't real like they were, they wouldn't be making the songs they make. See, a lot of you people today, y'all want to be behind the scenes and don't want to accept the fact that people like to sing about their heart. And I'm a lot like that. I want to sing about what's going on. Cold water. So I want to sing about what's going on. But if R&B music is slowly making its return, you got Bryson Tiller, you got a few people like Jacquees, I'm saying it right. He's trying to do his R&B thing. You got people like Chris Brown is coming up again. Trey Songz is still doing his thing. You got all these R&B artists who are coming. It never died. R&B never died. The only thing that misled a lot of things with the rhythm and blues is people are just listening to the trap music, or sometimes they coming out with their own, and making mixtapes. They've been doing that for years. But the younger generation really don't know too much about the old school. Because sometimes these younger people, they don't really know who's Keith Sweat. That's the first thing they say. Or who's I'll Be Sure. Or who's CC. They don't know because they're not in the know. You have to consistently teach these children music. Because they'll grow up and not know who these people are. And I'm an early 80s baby, so I grew up on Temptations and New Edition and people like that. I was always around R&B music, period. The Shaka Khans and Bebo Brysons and so many others. Who else? Damn, Vesta Wims. You can name them. Phyllis Hyman. I was always influential with R&B. You know, when I was about 2 or 3 years old, I sung in a talent show as a kid. Then I always done music. I used to be in a little group back in the day, but we didn't go anywhere. So, but we did. We used to get in the hallways back in the day, like in the 90s, and just sing. But as far as the R&B music is making its way back, y'all got to start peeping game on who is getting ready to take it by storm. Because there'll never be another of anybody. The only way to make it great is you make yourself great. You can be higher. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Only you can make it whatever you feel as though is best. But like I said, R&B music is definitely not going nowhere. There's going to be 100 years from now, people still going to be coming up with their own slogans. They're going to be coming up with their own music, and they're going to be talking about their pain. There's always going to be a woman who sounds scorned, and who's going to always, and even myself, I like to sing music about truth. So there's going to always be a woman or male that's going to sing from the heart. And you can't get mad at that. You cannot get mad at that. You just have to see what's coming up next. So understand what R&B is. It's really telling a story about your life and what's going on. Or you just singing about what somebody else went through and you just want to sing the song. You know what I'm saying? Blues, man, you know. Soul, it just touches the heart, you know. Like Angie Stone's, you know, and Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip hop. K. Michelle's, the Keisha Coles. Those are the people that check it out. I mean, if you're not in the know of what R&B is, it's here to stay. It's not going nowhere. And to the new generation, y'all just got to fall back and understand that there's going to always be somebody who's going to come out with some slow shit or some love making songs, you know, heartbreak songs, and do the damn thing. And if you don't like it, you can take your ass to pop. That's just what it is. Pop is only popular music. You know, sometimes an R&B song will cross over to a pop hit because it's on the charts. Understand that. But, like I said, you say you got a girl. Why you with me? Why you with me when you got a girl? Let me stop. But understand, R&B is not going nowhere. You just have to be lucky from the greats who all are paying the way for most of us to get through the door. And you have to understand that the beats that some of you are hearing has already been played. They're just taking it in the studio and twisting it up and using it. It could be any kind of R&B song, and a rapper would take it and put it in the studio and you'll go buy it. But nothing is like the original R&B song. Nothing is like none of the original shit. So nothing is like the original. You got to understand it's not dead. So learn music. You know, get out and do research. And this is for you young people. But, alright, I think that's enough. Go do your thing. That's it. Make sure you download the next shows that I have. I'll probably do a few more this week. So, yep. Get a chance to talk to you people soon. And 1.